What's up, everybody? It's Tan Man here. Today we're gonna be ranking the Wii Sports. I think of the air condition. Listen to this. Came on right when I start recording. But we're gonna be ranking all of the Wii Sports today. This includes Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, and I don't think Club, but the only club game that I care about in any respect is Bingo Golf. That would be in the S tier. Now, I have this keyboard that includes a mouse pad on it, and I figured that would help me make this video, but then I realized I'm also holding a microphone, so I don't know how I'm gonna... This is difficult. Okay, yeah, normal bowling. Honestly, S tier. Easy. Your grandma can play this, you can play this, anyone can play this and have a good time, and that's just that's just the mark of a good Wii sport. Okay, then we have 100 pin. Honestly, bud, I'd honestly almost argue that it's better than normal bowling. I don't know though. Like, honestly, the simplicity of normal bowling kind of gives it the edge in a respect. It's more accessible, so I don't know. I'll put 100 pin and, like, I'll give it a high B for right now. We might change it at the end, I don't know. Okay, then there's spin control. I don't really like spin control. You know, you have normal bowling, that's accessible to everyone. Then there's 100 pin, you know, still pretty accessible. Spin control is like hard mode, and honestly I don't like that much. Like, if I'm gonna choose a bowling game, I'm like never choosing spin control. We're gonna go ahead and put that in like D tier, honestly. Or wait, why is D above C? What? Okay, power cruising, I always struggle to control that game, I think. And it's like not that fun. It's going in C. Okay, then there's, okay, so they did like every game in here. We got power cruising versus mode, I think. I don't think I've ever played that. Okay, yeah, it's going in, haven't played. Canoeing, 2-player, or 4-player. I think I've played this with 2 people a couple times. It's kind of fun. Like, I'm not clamoring to come back to it, but you know, it's a fun teamwork game, I guess. We'll give it above power cruising. I think it's better than that. It also kind of suffers from controls though. Like, the controls sometimes aren't the most responsive in that, but you know, that's the Wii. Cycling is underrated. Just getting to explore Woohoo Island through biking, it's a fun time, and just trying to get first place, it's a fun game. It's like Mario Kart. Put that in A tier. Unfortunately, however, I have never played Cycling Versus. I really want to though. Skydiving's a cool introduction to the game, but like, after that, you know, there's not much of a point to playing it. We'll go like mid-C. Island Flyover, dude, probably one of the best, honestly. That's an easy S, no question about that. If I could scroll up to the S tier. Do I dare put it above bowling though? I almost want to. I don't think I can quite do it, only because after you get all the I points, that's kind of it. Like, after I got all the I points, I haven't really played much of Island Flyover at all anymore. So I think, yeah, it doesn't go above bowling. Okay, everyone I've ever played the Island Flyover versus mode with, they never like understand it or something. Like, for some reason, it's just not a very casual friendly game or sport. I feel like if you both understood the game, it could be fun, but I've never played it with anyone that has, so it's going in C for couldn't understand it. Baseball's pretty good. We'll put it in B for baseball. Boxing, here's the thing about boxing. I've always struggled with the motion controls for that game. Like, throwing the correct punch and stuff like that, I just don't get how you do it. I think it's a little bit better in Club, but this is the original Wii Sports version we're looking at, so I think I gotta put it in like a high D. Tennis as a kid I used to really like, but after I played table tennis on Wii Sports Resort for the first time, like, I just couldn't go back to normal tennis. Like, the control, you don't have as much control over the way you hit the ball. It's just kind of hit it left, hit it right, and that's like kind of it, I guess. With table tennis, you can do like a weird curve shot and stuff. You can do whatever you want in that game. That's just like a creative mode tennis. I'll still give it up though. I'll put it in like a high C. It's still pretty good, just not table tennis tier. Okay, I'm seeing golf here, but like that's definitely the original Wii Sports Golf. I think we can assume, because they didn't put the Wii Sports Resort Golf on this list, probably because it is on both games. Though, to be honest with you, I kind of like the original Wii Sports Golf just because of the simplicity of the controls. Because there was no curve shots in that game. It was all about power. It was about drive. What's the lyrics? Either way, I think it deserves like a low B. We'll go with that. What is that? That looks like bowling to me. Okay, this one looks like normal Wii Sports bowling, because the other one was Resort that we put up here. I'm gonna put that in Haven't Played, because I don't know what that is. Swordplay, oh man. As a kid, when I booted up Wii Sports Resort for the first time and did the, skydiving thing, but then did Swordplay, I was like, wow, this is the best thing ever. And I played that game to completion. Like, I've gotten to the max 2,500 points. It's pretty fun. The controls can be a bit unresponsive, but that's the Wii for you. It's gotta be an S though. There's no question about it. Truth be told, I've probably gotten more enjoyment out of Swordplay. Like, if we're going purely based off of my personal opinion, I don't know though. Like, as I've grown up, I feel like I've probably grown to appreciate bowling a bit more. Yeah, we'll put it below bowling. Okay, Showdown. Here we go. Showdown is a mixed bag for me, because like I enjoy Showdown, or I have enjoyed Showdown, but if you've watched my channel, you've seen me play that, and the controls can get so unresponsive that it's literally unplayable. As a kid, I don't remember it being like that. Like, I remember the controls being just fine as a kid. I don't know if it's just something about where I have my sensor bar now, or like, the sunlight coming in through the window and the Wii remote picking that up as a sensor bar, but I have sensor bar assist off, so I don't know. I just don't get it. It's a game where if it worked right, I would love it, but it doesn't always work right. It's probably between A or B for me. I think it's got to go high A. If the controls worked right, even like 90% of the time, I could probably put it in S, but it's not 90% of the time. Speed Slice is probably the weakest of the Swordplay games. It's fun for like a round or two, but after that, I'd say it's probably better than all the water sports, but yeah, not as good as tennis. Frisbee Dog, pretty good game. Another game that I played a lot as a kid, probably not as much these days. Like, it's a good game though, it's I would say it's pretty accessible. There's, probably a pretty high skill ceiling with like the balloons and trying to aim for the middle. I'd say it's deserving of at least a low B. I really like Frisbee Golf, I'm not gonna lie. I like Frisbee Golf way more. I wish they brought back Frisbee Golf in Club, because I've played through the 18 holes like infinite times on Resort with this, and yeah, I wish that I could play like the Club stuff. S, top of S actually. Archery. Whoa, that was a voice crack. Archery. Another pretty accessible game. Well, the controls honestly are a bit complicated for people, I feel like having to hold down A and Z and knowing to let go of, whichever button first and all that does confuse some people, so. But I mean, you have like the beginner courses, intermediate, expert, like they kind of had that going on. I don't know, it's a very middle of the line game for me. Like, it's something that I'll play if I don't have anything else to play, pretty much, and I'll have a good time. It's a very middle of the line game. Like, I would play this before I'd play like probably any of the water sports, but would I play it more than Speed Slice? Probably. Would I play it more than tennis? Yeah, I think I would. I think it goes right here. Kind of heard the shake in my voice because I'm actually thinking about maybe moving this down. I think this goes here, actually. So yeah, wakeboarding is another water sport, and it's kind of boring. Like it's very simple. You just kind of ride the wave, land, ride the wave, do a trick land, and that's it. I think, yeah, it's probably honestly one of the worst sports. Okay, basketball, it can get a little unfair at higher difficulties, I'd say, but if you're playing like with friends, it's pretty fun. Maybe better than Speed Slice, not as good as tennis. I'd say 3-point game is a lot better though. It's pretty much just basketball, except it's just skill. You don't have to, like if you are playing with computers and normal basketball, it's sometimes impossible to make a shot, but with this, it's just purely like, can you do that? Can you do this? Literally this. Probably right below archery. Okay, yeah, table tennis. I used to be addicted to table tennis. Like that was my most played game for quite a while. And there's like a decent amount of depth to it. Like there's some strategies you can do. Like you got like the curve shots, you got, you know, some hard hits you can do. You know, there's tech in that game. I mean, truth be told, this is another game where once I got to max level, I haven't really played it much. But the enjoyment I got out of it when I did play it was so much that I think I have to put it above bowling, honestly. The return challenge is pretty fun too. So for those who don't know, this happened off screen. I didn't get video of this, but actually no, I did get video of me. I didn't get video of the whole thing, but I have video of me like after I got to 999 and still like doing the rally, which I have not been able to replicate since, but at least I did it. And that's a pretty addicting game. Let's go on low A. Okay, so I think they did actually have, like they separated some of the Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort stuff. So, okay, so now we have to ask ourselves, is Wii Sports Resort bowling better than Wii Sports bowling? I would say yes. I like the added depth to Resort, so I'm gonna put bowling at, I mean, how much worse really is Wii Sports bowling? Like, there is a lot less depth to the controls. We'll put it in high A. If I'm choosing which golf to play, I'm probably gonna choose Resort, if nothing else for the extra maps. Well, you know what, we're just gonna keep them close to each other because it's not like drastic enough of a drop for me to really feel like dropping it a tier. All right, I think that's gonna do it for this tier list. I think I have displayed my thoughts. Well, let me know in the comments what placements you disagree with and what your favorite Wii Sport is. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.